Welcome back to Radio
Of
Free
course, I
for
have brush ideas for you.
Good. I need them. Radio Free Freedonia. I'm here with my beautiful co-host, Lady Styx, my official, unofficial, much beloved Mr. Pink. Always right, Matty. I see Dire Sith Lords in the house. I see Savage is in the house, who we all have to thank because we now have Care Bears. Sarah's with us. Wingtail is with us. Sarah, where the heck is Philip?
He's got to take care of some stuff for his mom.
Oh, reality?
She just
We
kinda
don't
dropped
allow
it.
that.
He dropped it on last minute on him too, of course.
Well, I mean, moms. So,
Family.
really quick, I know that there are some people who couldn't make it, but they had wanted to like put in some pictures. Let's see. I thought, oh, maybe he put it in the other group. Hold on one second. I'm going to stay here, but I'm going to switch to the Aether Stream channel. Because there was somebody who was, but they have a podcast that they do their own podcast. And I think, well, maybe. Oh, that's cool. Who did those? It just calls Wizard Lizard. I thought the one guy was going to put pictures in, but maybe I've just lost my brain. I see Dire Sith, or not Dire Sith. Oh my gosh, the little kids ate my brains. All right. Wingtail, you've got some gorgeous minis up in here. I really like the curled lizard. It's like a boa lizard.
Yeah, it's Norse mythology. It's I think it's Jorgmundr, or it's spelled like Jorgumndr or something like that.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous, though. I
really
like that. That's cool.
Okay, so for those that want to maybe troll through after the podcast, you want to mention which one of the topics or rooms you're in on FASA Official so that they can come and look at it and
right now I'm in
themselves.
our podcast. Right now I'm in the podcast. I popped over and I was saying ooh about the skulls that were in the Aether Stream channel. And then we were cooing at Sarah's elephant god thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's the pretty elephant. It's gorgeous.
I don't know. I'm good with that.
I should have taken some pictures of the stuff that my youngest is painting right now because some of it's really awesome. But unfortunately, it's all work in progress kind of stuff.
I've got some. I don't know if I've got good pictures of any of it, but I've got some. So, Matty, who I agree with 99% of the time because he's always right, Matty. But we disagree with on metallic paints because I am totally still in love with my Turbo Dork. It's a whole thing.
You're entitled to be in love with them. They're just not very good.
I love them. Okay, Matty, tell me who I should look at. Because here's the thing. This is what I will do. I will go out and buy whatever one he says I should try. And I will see if I like it better than Turbo Dork. But currently, Turbo Dork has been my go-to for metallic. And they have a huge array of colors.
Like all metallics or just the shifty ones?
I think all of them. I have a bunch of shifty ones too, though. But I've noticed that on the shifty ones, if it's a very small space, there's not enough space for it to shift well. But I don't know that any other company is going to be better.
It defeats the purpose. I've seen good things about the older Vallejo shifters.
I think Green Stuff World is actually getting into shifting now.
Anyway, shifting is a gimmick. Color shifting. It's.
All right. Let's see if I can post this. This is a work in progress. I'm not done with it. I haven't even gotten to washes on it. See if I can put it up in the tag. It doesn't have any metallics on it, so I can't be done with this. There's no metallics. I'm not done.
Are these supposed to be like, Sarah? Are these like Ganesh type figures? That's a very violent gold Ganesh. But yeah. They're cool.
Basically, I just started with the elephant and the throne, and then just started making an army of elephants, because why not?
That seems fair.
I'm there for it. I'm there for it. I think that works. I love the lavender tusks with the blue eyes.
You. Something random.
Anyway. Sometimes that is what makes your army.
See, I don't have any armies. I mean, I guess do. I just don't play a lot of miniature war games. Although, I have decided that I need to get off my tush and do some painting on some Aether Stream. So, let's see if it shows up. This is my current in progress piece. I picked it up last Origin. Oh, I do like the lavender tusks.
That one's been in progress for a while. I remember when you posted pictures of that.
Yeah, I started it, I think, back in December, and then I just got so busy.
Yeah. That's okay. You'll get to it.
Eventually. I get to everything eventually. Okay, so we want to talk paint first, brushes, washes, because a lot of people have switched from the normal washes to an oil-based wash, and I have not played with that much yet. And I mean, of course, our miniatures are the best miniatures to buy, but if you didn't buy our miniatures, what miniatures would we buy? Where do we want to start, Matty? Because I think you actually know more than I do.
I'm just going through my range of photographs that I've taken of various Vasa property miniatures and wondering which ones I could put up.
Do you realize I have not painted anything that's from our company yet?
For shame.
Well, I don't actually like a lot of the metal. And it's okay. I don't like 15 millimeter. I don't like the little ones. And
15 mil are the easiest ones to paint.
See, I'm very intimidated by them. But two, I don't like metal ones because they don't bounce well when I drop them. And I guarantee you, I drop everything. My hands suck.
Maybe don't then.
I hate painting metal too.
Look. I'm going to tell you right now, because of the health issues, the EDS, there's no way for me not to drop things. Like, it's going to happen. And see, that's good. I like your basing.
Shitty photos.
Have you seen my photos, dude?
I've seen mine.
Yours are better than mine. Shush it. And at least
Matty,
you get around to basing.
Okay, I got questions about your basing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do paint on a pre-formed base, or do you mud it and then put all your stuff on top of it?
Mud it.
With these ones here specifically, and most human-y things, what I do, I fill any gaps between the miniature and the base with a polyfiller. Let that dry, and I often put polyfiller over the top of it as well for a little bit of extra roughness while I'm doing that. And then I will paint that with a brown textured paint. And then more stuff on top.
My dear husband conned me into getting a bunch of different textured muds to experiment with. I don't know why I'm caved for I just want to try them and see how they work more than if he looked at me and went, I just want to buy all the different muds, right? But
some of them are really great.
Some of them are great. Some of them are not good at all. Right. But they really can help the grasses and the other detritus pop. And my kiddo's been doing a lot of Warhammery type stuff, aliens and stuff like that. And it's some of the different muds he's used actually on some of the different figures, and it's been made very interesting effects when they're painted with his airbrush. I was just being nosy about your bases.
I would never run a textured paint through an airbrush.
No. He'll paint the like the bottom of a cape or boots or something like that, and he'll airbrush over the top of it. So he's using it truly to get texture on the figure.
Yeah.
So
airbrushes is a whole other discussion too, because I have not made that leap yet. And I keep trying to decide if I want to dip my toes into the airbrush.
There's actually some pretty cheap handheld airbrushes that are rechargeable that are great for getting started.
Yeah, I would like links. For me, I will take links.
Sure. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I think for me personally, oh my gosh, Sarah, that looks so what am I thinking? Early Godzilla, you know, like the guys he used to combat. Oh yeah, that yeah, perfect. Ooh, I like the Purple Knight Savage. Do you prefer to be shortened to Savage or Brewski? Or do you want to be called Savage? I'm just asking.
Yeah, you're good. It's either or. Brewski is actually my name. Savage is fully applicable.
Okay. Sarah, how did you mess up your airbrush?
She put something through and
I
didn't get it out.
And then it stopped working.
It's clogged.
It's clogged.
I don't even have an airbrush. I know what you did. You clogged it.
I know, and then I try to unclog it, and now it just won't work. I screwed it over big time.
I will admit, when both my youngest and my husband were like doing the airbrush thing, we like
$26. That's it. Oh, sorry, $26.90. Well, freak! Why haven't I started trying this yet? Okay, sorry.
We actually did the whole like big compressor tank, the whole thing. I now have a setup in my husband's office that is just for the airbrush and accoutrement. Yeah.
Hi, Bara.
Not fats of minis.
That's okay. Hi, Bara. Hey, my birthday's coming up. People can buy me an airbrush. If every one of you chipped in like $2, I'd own that.
Oh. Are we supposed to be getting you a birthday present?
Nah.
Oh, I like the Orc Commanders too.
Those are cool.
Demon World is a really, really great range of miniatures.
It does, but after the whole stupid Pegasuses, I'm still pissed off. Still angry at them goddamn Pegasuses. See, Matty, did you know that I started out as the art director for Demon World?
I think I did read your name in the credits of one of the 3rd edition books.
Yeah. Did you know that I got sent a bunch of freaking Demon World minis? And I try to get the fucking wings on the damn Pegasuses. And I had never dealt with metal minis. I think I tried 4 types of glue. Cursed a lot. Barely got them on. Got even angry. Because someone would bump the table and it would get knocked, and the kids or homeschool group or whatever. And so how do you get the damn wings to stay on the Pegasuses, Matty?
Super glue.
I use super glue.
Super glue. Acrylate super glue.
Super glue and baking soda is a good trick that a lot of people use because the baking soda causes the super glue to activate right away, and it can also be used to fill in gaps and things like that.
I did not try
Yeah,
baking
you
soda.
can do that.
I tried several different super glues. We even tried. I got a friend to help me because my eyesight is not good enough for it's tiny. They make little like drills, and you like put like try to do like a peg, but on the little guys it was so hard
It's
to do
really
that on the
hard to
wings.
pin. It's really hard to pin the middle two ones too.
Yeah.
They can be
Yeah.
real big ones.
And trying to line them all up and everything.
Yeah,
Yep.
I fought with those. I cannot tell you
The-
how pleased I was when I got to send that box to someone else. There had been many catching. So, Matty, is there a type of super glue that works better on the metal? Because maybe I was using the
CA
wrong one.
CA super glue is what you want. Cyanoacrylate.
Okay. I don't.
So crazy glue and Gorilla Glue both make them. I find I've used a lot of Gorilla Glue super glue because you get so much for the same price as crazy glue.
I bought.
Yeah,
I think there was
don't
2
know
or 3
your
types,
American
and one of them
brands.
was green. The bottle was green. I think that one was a Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, that's a variety of Gorilla Glue. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Gorilla Glue is black and orange, but
Maybe this is different then. I thought this one.
Yeah, Gorilla Glue's
It's been a
gone into
while.
all the different types of tapes and glues now, so it's now just a brand.
I just do their blue cap. It's literally just called like super glue. Not bad at all.
Do you use it on metal too? Because on
I use it on metal.
plastic,
and my latest thing.
the plastic ones I use a thing,
has
but
been
it's not
combining it with
glue.
Irene glue.
The plastic ones I use a thing, but it's not like glue. It's like a melted, and then it sticks to the other melted part, and then when it
Yeah, that's what plastic glue does. It's no good for metal minis.
no.
I'm gonna throw a comment in for a second. Wingtail, the airbrush. The thing I would say that the airbrush is really, really good for is like basing or doing finishing effects like lights and shadows kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's really just for putting on a basic layer of
Oh, I
base
know.
or something like that.
Oh, I agree. It's nothing fancy. It's just good to get your feet wet to see if you are all interested in it before you go out and buy like $100 or $150 kit.
Yeah, and that's what I need. That's what I need. I need something to start off with.
For me, I find that because we have several different sizes of airbrushes and all that kind of stuff. It is helpful for me because there are days that I can work the airbrush when I can't necessarily hold and work a brush to do the effects that I want. So I can at least do something on my minis and then save the brushwork for the days when I can versus just having to go, I can't do it, you know?
So Sarah, I do love turbo dork. Army Painter, I want to love more than I do. I really did. And I don't love it as much.
Why don't you?
So I don't hate them, but part of it is it felt like they didn't have some of the colors I want, and the purples are always harder. But I felt like they didn't have very good purples the last time I looked.
So on the
Vallejo had some really good purples though.
Yeah,
I like
but
the
it's an Army Painter.
Sorry, what was that,
on
Sarah?
those 2 miniatures that I painted there, the guy with the red coat and then the guy with the pike and the armor, those were all done with Army Painter speed paints.
Yeah, the speed paints are amazing in my opinion.
Yeah.
I've not tried speed paints.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I need to try speed paints. I haven't tried speed paints.
Do it. It changes your life.
My other half has all of them. You can come to my house and paint and play with them. He has all the tints. He has all the of Army Painter stuff. He even
I have
bought
tons
in
of Army Painter stuff, but I don't think I have speed paints.
Yeah, he's even enjoying the pens specifically for doing like weaponry and stuff, bases on weaponry with metallics. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I do a lot of my like washes myself. I don't like the pre-made washes as much as I like just making my damn washes. But I'm starting to get
Ooh,
into
that's
using oil paint washes. Oh yes.
that's awesome, Maddie.
Yeah. Do you
That's
realize I don't even know if
Turbo
I've picked
color
this up?
shifting speed painty. Well, it's not speed paint, but it is a Turbo Dork, the metallic on that one.
Yeah.
I've got another one of those.
Actually, that looks really
for
good.
myself to keep.
Why don't you like Turbo
know,
Door? Because that
my-
came out really good, dude.
Yeah, well, it's because I'd figured out how to use Turbo Dork at that point.
See, I haven't had any trouble with Turbo Dork.
15 really, really, really thin layers.
Yes. But I find that with a lot of paints, that's the way to go.
Yeah, but 2 to 3, not 15.
Okay, I don't know that I've actually had to do a whole 15, but
I have
really,
really, really thin ones.
Those are amazing.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
You can check it out at
Damn it, Matty, stop being so
Gen
good.
Con.
Nice. Gen Con.
Well,
I will
and
not be at Gen
Origins.
Con.
It'll be at Origins too if Ross takes his miniatures.
Well, Andy, we may have to ask Ross if he'll bring his minis so that I can see them, since I won't be at Gen Con.
we usually have minis at both.
Here's something else I painted for us.
Yeah.
Still got that one.
Oh.
And then here's another one.
I really like your ships.
That's about the same size.
I really like your ships, Matty. I think you do a really good, really
I
good
like the
job.
annoying yellow and green better than the wedge.
I don't know. That wedge
There you
speaks
go.
to me.
There's the 3 big ones.
Dragons.
Maddie's ships are better than my
Size
dragons.
matters. Yes, Sarah. Size does matter.
Damn right, Sarah. Sarah's smart like that. Yeah, no, Maddie's ships are better than my dragons, but in my defense, I'm not as cool as Maddie.
I don't know. I dig the main, like that
Mhm.
kind of speaks you did on this one.
The blue ice one,
Yeah, the little
blue
has
flame.
almost like frost vines.
Yep. It's like an undead ice dragon.
I like the length or girth, both size matters. I think that's perfect. I think it would be cool to do if there would be able to do a side by side where you could show the painted, like the raw models, and then also have a painted version of that.
They have really good outlines.
I actually can do that. I still
Yeah,
have
Maddie's
all of
like the
those
only one who
miniatures.
can.
Ross doesn't have them yet.
Because I was gonna say, because Maddie's the only one. That's okay, Maddie. You're gonna love this.
I will do that after this podcast. I will get.
I'm not trying to give you extra work,
no.
Matty. It's just I know that since we are actively
Hi,
trying to
Philip.
encourage people to also paint.
So Maddie,
I mean,
you want to laugh?
I love to laugh.
We had the Aether Stream meeting today, and Don wanted to know, since he's involved in the line, and people who are involved get, copies of books and things like that, right? If he could have a set of the painted minis.
Only if you paint them.
Well, he was told us if you can have the mini, but you're gonna have to find somebody to paint it. And he's like, well, but there's those ones, and I was like, and basically Ross is like, yeah, those are in my archive. That's yeah, so that he can take photographs of them for me.
Cute. Like.
But I thought you would get a kick out of Don likes them so much that he thought that, we could just whip that up for him.
Oh,
Telling me after waiting
absolutely.
along
I mean, if Ross wants to send me, or if Don wants to buy the miniatures and send them to me, I'd paint them for him.
See, you're
if
so
he pays
nice.
for shipping, I'll pay him.
Yeah, that shipping.
They might take a little while.
That's shipping. So I should send you some. You're worth that shipping price. I'm just saying.
Here's the thing. I don't paint on commission. I refuse to paint on commission. The second I start accepting money for my hobbies, it's no longer a hobby.
Yeah,
it's no longer fun. Yeah.
Yep. I've taken a couple commissions and I don't like doing it. I'm doing it anymore.
It ruins it. I'm saying that as somebody who is
Works
sitting
for a
over here on the
game
corporate side. It ruins the hobby.
I don't find it ruined it for me. I just didn't like the time constraint because I like working on things whenever I'm in the mood. And if you're doing it for someone else, it's like, I really got to get this done because, I've had it for already 2 months,
Like the Spinosaurus I bought at Origins that might get done by next Origin. Yeah.
Only really ever done commissions for friends. Other than that, I tend not to do it. I'm not amazing. I could do it, but yeah, friends only.
I was gonna say your stuff looked gorgeous. What are you talking about?
Ooh. I like the purple and blue and light blue and purple silver ones. Those are my colors, man. Those are sexy.
That's Allied World Interceptors.
I hate to say I love the red and yellow. I did not think I liked that. I love that.
So
now see here's my issue. This is how
red and yellow are not my colors, but that they just look so fiery. They look good.
So here's the thing. This is how girly gamer I am. I'm drawn to the colors, but they're not my favorite ships.
Here's the
I actually
thing.
like the ships that are red and yellow, but I'm not a fan of red for a whole lot of stuff. So man, I just automatically go, ooh, those are super sexy. But I do love, like Andi said, that they look
like
they're kind of on fire. Yeah.
So here's the thing. This is what I like about unpainted miniatures. I'm still totally sold on the Babylonian fleet for Leviathan. Currently, damn, they are some muscle car badass masculine things. I'm not that fond of green. Green is not my favorite color. Green's not my favorite color.
No.
You think I'm going to paint them green?
The blacklight green is pretty awesome.
Blacklight green is awesome, but I'm not going to probably paint it green. Let's just be honest. I'm going to paint it blue. I've considered playing one just absolutely rainbow atrocious because I can. It'll be like my boat.
My Little Pony would be a good theme for a ship set. Or Minions or Space Invaders, the Claw, those guys. That'd be hilarious to do a whole set of ships like that.
All right. So let's see.
Just why they don't like it.
So I've gotten some recommendations on some starter air stuff. Okay. Let's go to I want Savage said he had paintbrush suggestions because I feel like I have tried every freaking paintbrush out there. It feels like it. It's probably not true, but it just feels like it. Go ahead.
You said your problem was they don't last. Like
they don't last.
You go like a month and you have to get new ones, right?
A month to 3 if I'm doing like heavy painting that time period. Yeah.
Okay.
And yes, I know
something.
I've used specific paintbrush cleaner, paintbrush conditioners. I've tried all of those products, and most of those seem to be junk. That's what I found.
Okay. So
I could be wrong.
first
Maybe I'm just getting
rule
the wrong
I
stuff.
generally work with is that something is better than nothing. So even if you're just using like Sir's paintbrush cleaner that's in like the skin tone container, that's going to be better than if you didn't use anything at all. Totally fine. I generally agree with you on the rosemaries. They are pretty tough.
Yeah, I think the rosemaries are my favorite
Well,
that I've had so far. They've lasted on the better end.
yeah, they're pricey,
I'd
but they're
second
very
that.
good.
Sorry, what,
I
Matty?
found a good.
I use the Artist Opus imprint of the Rosemary & Co. brushes, and yeah, I recommend those.
Yeah, I think those have been my favorite so far. Yeah, go ahead, Savage.
I gotta remember who makes them. I think it's Fire, as called the 7 Deadly Sins set, and it's nothing amazing, but I've been using them for about 6 months now. Points pretty well. Plus, you get 2 dry brushes specific for minis. They're not just like makeup brushes. $35 for the set. Really not bad.
Oh no, that's not bad.
I'll try
I've
to hunt
paid
down a
more
link
for
for you, but
stupider shit.
otherwise, yeah. Other than that, I do, especially when I want something really tiny, like if I need something where I can like do eyes or do insignias or something like that, I do like the miniatures. For the generic brushes, though, I am perfectly happy going to a friggin' Blix or a Michaels and just buying some of their like average size sets, and I will just go through those. Like I don't care if they only last me 2 or 3 months. I'm not spending an arm and a leg to get like 3 sets of those. And
So,
I just kind of
am I
I'm gonna go
maybe
through
just
brushes.
being
I know
crazy?
that.
Am I just being crazy that I want them to last longer than 3 months? Maybe that's the problem, is I'm expecting it to do something it just doesn't do.
I think you're. I think. Go ahead, Matty.
I was just going to say, it sounds more like, Andy, you're just really hard on your brushes.
Yeah.
Because those brushes that you buy, they're good ones and they will last. I've got decent brushes that I've taken care of, with nothing more than soap once a session. And they've lasted for years. And I've also got really expensive brushes that pretend to be good quality, but in fact are actually shit. Here's my PSA on brushes. Don't buy fucking Chronicle card brushes, the wolf bristle brushes or their sable brushes. Don't buy them. They're scams. They're absolute shit. 100% garbage. And I hate to say that about an Australian company, but they're a bait and switch scam. Do not buy. Worst brushes I've ever spent money on. And I've spent money on cheapies from China.
Now, I will say that when we started doing more airbrushing for our bases and stuff like that, the amount of time that our brushes survived quadrupled. Just easy peasy. Like the airbrush alone extended the life, used less paint and extended the life greatly of the brushes that we had. So
I'm hearing right now a lot of try the airbrushing, don't give up on the rosemary, and try this other brand, which hopefully you will put in writing so that I can find it, because my brain's really stupid lately. So if you'll put that in text.
Let me take a look.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I have a brush question for the Styx family.
Oh, I can try to answer.
Well, You've mentioned previously that your family is very much in favor of the Army Painter branded brushes,
So,
which is, I guess, because of the triangle handle.
I do not
partially,
care for
yeah.
them.
But here's the thing: we do most of the product that we buy, and each of us have our own preferred brand and type. Does that make sense?
Of course.
Is usually got some sort of assistive, a triangle handle, so it's gentler on the hands or it doesn't roll. I use I particularly, what I really like, and most people think I'm crazy for it, is I just go out and I buy the Tachyon, which is a acrylic type brush that's white, in the ultra small, made from China. But it's because I really want to get my brush really clean between colors, and I can do that with the white hair, anyway, the
White
brush,
shows
where I
tone, so you
can't
know how
do
much
that
more to
with
clean.
other things. And I actually have, I've gone so far that, I have a set that I only use in red paints, and I have a set that I only use in blue paints, and I really, because that's just the kind of person I am. I need to know if I'm muddying my colors, because there are times that I can't. Some days I can see it fine and it's great, and other days I can't see if I'm blending colors on that brush. And it's small enough that if you mess it up, sometimes you might as well strip the figure and start again.
Yeah, I totally get that.
So yeah, my husband was taught in fine arts when he was younger, went and studied in France and painting and stuff like that. He really likes sable stuff, but he also has been known to go buy really expensive artist brushes and strip them down until they have exactly 10 hairs, so he can paint that thing he wants to paint. But that's what he'll do. Each of us has different stuff. Just, what we kind of learn with what we like. The thing that I tell when we do, because we've done classes before for people, and my husband used to take commissions and stuff. And what our advice always is try everything. Don't be afraid to throw money at it a little bit. Start cheap and work your way up more expensive, but stop when you find something you like. Doesn't matter if it's cheap, doesn't matter if it's expensive. If you like it and it works for you, go for it. That's the one you should go for. I like cheap. I can throw $5 every month at a set of 10 different sized paintbrushes, and I'm happy doing that if that's where I'm at and I'm doing that much painting where I go through that many. And at one point I was, because I was doing commission work as well. But certainly haven't done that in a while. I have no desire to do that final work anymore. And again, like I said, the airbrush is just, for us, it's such a time saver. Because it allows us then to really be able to focus on getting all that super fine detail in if we want to. But if we just want to throw something out on a field and we don't care if it's, completely painted perfectly or not, or has crisp lines, the airbrush is fantastic. We have some friends that, they can do that with their airbrush. They can do really fine detail. I'm not going to get that good. I don't want to. So I don't have, I'm not the person to ask, what brand do I use or what do we like? Or, my kiddo likes Army Painter because
that's
that's
fine.
what he likes. It's not what I would have chosen. Part of it is my husband bought into the speed paints, and we got a free set of brushes when we got the speed paints through Kickstarter or something like that. And he tried them and he's like, I kind of like these. And they're available at multiple places in our area. They're easy to replace. So if he foobars one on a figure, he can immediately walk 2 blocks, and pick up another one. Just boom, that fast. He doesn't even have to wait for it to come in the mail. And that's one of the reasons he likes them, is because he doesn't have to wait.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, yeah.
What I was going to ask eventually was, had the new version of the Army Painter's brushes been tried in the Styx family? The ones with the fancy bionic bristles, which I think is just a marketing gimmick for mixing actual brushes with synthetic.
I don't think they've hit us yet.
They've been out for about 4 months at this time.
Yeah, no, I don't think we've made that leap yet because there's not a reason for us to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
I'm always I usually am not the first person to jump on the bandwagon of, ooh, let's do that. That's usually my dear husband. He's usually the one that's like, ooh, it's new, let's go. If we do, I'm certainly willing to let people know, but technically we're all just painting our own things. So we're big ones for, we really don't care what anybody else thinks about it. As long as we like it, that's all that matters.
Absolutely, 100% correct.
And there's been stuff that we thought's absolute trash, and people have, I will buy it off you right this second. I want it for my army, or I want it on my table. And then there's been stuff that we've loved. I think this might be some of my best work that people have gone, what are you talking about? Take it back and finish it.
You're all proud.
I'm going to say
yep,
something.
That's hot garbage.
That is
but then again, I'm a big
best thing Citadel ever put out. Their brushes suck. Their paints are so-so.
Their brushes are fucking awful.
They are.
Their paints are worse than so-so.
I'm being nice.
Like
See, here's the other thing.
But their wash cup, I love to pieces. Craziest thing. Has anybody else tried a wash cup? I like it.
Yes, we have one. The other thing that we like too is my dear husband loves is the wet palette. He has a couple different versions of wet paint, and he really loves it.
Do you know what we use when we had paint parties, Lady Styx, for wet palettes? You know the plastic pencil boxes that they sell at the beginning of the year? Sponges and parchment paper. Cheapest, easiest wet palette for group painting. Freaking love it.
I have to tell you,
keep a dozen of them on hand.
Here's my advice. If you really if someone were to ask me what the absolute best thing on the face of the planet is as a paint supply, I will tell you it is those little stupid pop toys, because you can put 3 drops of colors in each of those little things, and cleaning them is you just wait for it to dry and you pop it and then it's done. It's clean. That's all you have to do.
The little fidget pop things are made out of silicone, so they just pop right out. And I've got one that is literally like a little 9 thing I found, and it is perfect for everything.
My husband has
that's brilliant. I never thought of that.
A white square. Yeah, a white square. And every Christmas, every birthday, he's like, can I have another pop toy? And I'm like, how many do you need? And he's like, many. Lots and lots.
What was that, Matty?
Those things, they're great for speed paints because speed paints don't go well in standard wet palettes.
Yeah. And they also do not work well in airbrushes. They're not. It's better. They can, but
I've seen good, not with the Citadel contrast paints, but the Army Painter ones, yes.
Yeah.
Some of the other brands are probably okay too.
Yeah.
But they don't do the speed painty thing. They just go on kind of flat.
Exactly, wingtail. Exactly. My husband prefers the white ones because it's easy to see all the different paints in them than some of the colored ones.
Yeah.
But you can get them in shapes, or I like black. I like to use black ones. Again, because you can see the colors really easy, especially the metallics and stuff. But they're stupid cheap. They're easy to clean. They're easy to store. You can squish them if you need to. They're very, very forgiving. That's the only like I think
I'm
everybody
sold on
should use.
this.
I agree 100%.
See, now I'm buying one of those stupid fidget pop toys that I never thought I would buy.
Oh, I probably have some I can bring to you, Andy. Matter of fact, I just got a bunch of bat and black cat ones for Samhain that I had.
Oh, that's cool.
I have some set aside for you, and a pumpkin I have set aside for you. But I think they only have they're like this one. They're like only 5 or 9, or they're not very
That's
big.
okay.
Which
I
is
actually don't use more than a few colors, and I tend to blend my own colors a lot.
with these, it's really easy to do that because if you just want to do a little single brush full of paint with a single brush full of paint, you can, and you're not using lots and lots of space or having it dry out so much on a palette.
You want to laugh at me about one of the things I hate about Citadel paints? You want to laugh? They come into little tubs, which is supposed to make it easier because you can put your brush in there, right? But what happens is that when you knock it, you lose all your paint. If it's in the little droppers, if I knock it over, which, believe it or not, happens a lot. So I like the little droppers because it doesn't ruin it as bad when I knock it over.
Have the kittens found the paint yet?
No, because I haven't painted since I had the kittens. Because I'm currently been trying to save my lamps from. Okay, do you know what a Fenton hand painted lamp is? This one's a quote hurricane or there's another name for it, but it's got the big.
Cool. Sorry.
No, it's cool. So it has like a light on the top, and it's got like crystals, and it's hand painted, and you've seen it, the one in my living room that I told the boys when I got the boys that if we break my lamp, I break you, right? The boys were better behaved about this than the kittens. I have told them, and they don't give a good gosh darn my opinion on this. So I've been trying to keep my lamp. It's a blue hurricane lamp with hand paint. It's a hand painted Fenton. It's that I picked up dirt fucking cheap actually at an auction. For what it is, I got it dirt cheap.
It's fancy and rare.
And the kittens really want to freak with those crystals. They're kittens.
So I have a question for those of us that may have been painting for a while. Have you found, how would you say your painting has progressed? Because like for me, I find that a lot of times less is more. I don't have to put every single detail in. I just want it to be identifiable on a board, like what is mine, or like I don't paint for competition paint. I can. Rarely do I find a figure that I'm like, this one is, I'm going to enter it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
But, so it's my question for everybody else is, how have you found that your painting has progressed? Do you find you like to do detail more? Do you find you like to do basing and the full effect? Or,
I've found for me over the years, I tried around with a whole bunch of different stuff, different techniques and all that. And I'm more simple now. I don't try to go for the super fancy. I like just straight base color wash or speed paints and then highlight and dry brushing. And I like the results of that. And it was just, for me, over the years, it was just about finding the style I like. And I think that's the biggest thing. And then every once in a while I'll do a challenge for myself. I'm like, I'm going to try this or whatever and see how it goes. But yeah, that's the biggest change, is just finding what I like and sticking with it to get better at doing it.
See, I don't seem to have a competitive bone in my body. I've never considered competitive painting at all. Ever.
Oh, Philip, I may need something
Philip,
like
that's
that
adorable.
from Maya. I think a lot of my stuff too is because I would paint from my husband's like Warhammer armies and stuff like that, and I would see so much stuff that people wouldn't coat, or they'd paint like they were entering it in a competition, and then they'd play with it, and after 2 or 3 skirmishes, it'd be dinged, or you have to touch it up, or
The only time I would ever spend lots of time on painting a mini for an army or whatever to be like, say, the commander of the army. Other than that, just go basic.
Matty, you were going to say something.
I don't remember what I was going to say. It depends on how I'm feeling about the individual miniatures. Some I will put more time and effort into just because of the way that they are and the way that they're sculpted. Like, what's the point of having all this detail if you're not going to paint it?
Yeah.
Like our beautiful Leviathan ships, just saying.
Well, yeah, like those. Like, I don't get why people don't paint the underside.
They don't?
Oh shit! I haven't actually posted it in
Why
the
don't
Discord yet.
They don't paint
the last because people are lazy.
Are you serious? They
There
don't
are
paint the
people who
underside?
I have seriously heard people say they don't bother putting any effort into the undersides of
Why? They
Interceptor
come right
and
off the
Leviathan.
base. We put
I've never heard
magnets
that.
so you could do that. Why? I had not heard this.
The completionist in me finds that abhorrent.
I haven't posted it in the Discord yet, but it's the last ship that I finished for Leviathan just last night, 12 hours ago or so. One photo on top and one photo of the underside, just to show that I actually do paint the undersides.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That's really
Matty?
sweet, Matty.
And that was a quick and dirty job. Like, for me, that was
Matty?
maybe 5 hours of painting.
I'm telling you right now, you would be worth me sending them to, even with the international shipping. I'm just saying. And that's your quick dirty. I'm throwing popcorn at you.
And dirty. And it is dirty because, like, I was very lazy with the washes, as I always am on Leviathan. Ross has pointed out to me that things in space tend to get very dirty, so why not go heavy-handed on an all-over wash?
No, I think it's fantastic. That's what I love about it, actually, is I can tell that you were heavy-handed, and I think it makes sense. It works.
Yeah, it's been there. It's a lot of those details don't come out at all unless you go heavy-handed on the wash. This is my one problem with the Leviathan and Aether Stream miniatures. It's that they are incredibly detailed, but the miniatures don't show it well. They're kind of just too soft for the fine panels to take.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't take much paint to obliterate it. So, yeah, some of those details I didn't even realize were there until I went all over with a dark wash.
Well, that's part of why you wash. To me, that's part of why you wash stuff. And I've been known to base something in a light, wash it, and then strip it. Because that helps me see what I need to do my detail work on. If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Especially if it's like a metal figure. I have no problem doing a couple of different coats in different colors and then washing it in black or dark gray so I can see. Because sometimes you can't see it till then. You may not with the naked eye, especially like on a metal figure, you won't see all the details.
These bastards are notorious for it. Trying to find good photos of these horrible things.
I like that, Phil. That's really cool. Again, the wash is part of what makes that paint job.
Yeah. Thanks. I always liked to show some level of wear or battle damage or stuff, because I always feel that and I think like that really kind of comes out with the underside that Matty painted on that. Like, I would expect the underside to have some more roughness to it, you know?
Well, the other thing that I think is interesting too is I love seeing stuff that's newly painted versus stuff that people have had. Because like my husband started getting Bretonians, like when they first came out, and he painted them, and they're amazing. But he varnished them, and as they've aged the decades, they now have this lovely beat up, dingy tinge to them that we all sit back and go, yep, that's part of what happens. But he's played heavily with that army, heavily. They would not have stood up if he hadn't varnished them the way he did. But yet they still work because they look beat up and dingy, and that's how they took that army, if that makes sense. But yeah. Because, stuff that you do when you first get into painting, how you seal your figures and stuff like that, people don't think about what it's going to look like in 30 years. Most people may not even have their models that long.
I'm planning on being dead.
True. There are different standards. I think that's something we probably need to cover, is like, I was taught 2 different ways to paint. When painting models, one is for close examination, another is for the table.
Yeah.
What might work on the table would not hold up to close examination, and vice versa. So those, like, I've drawn power swords that if you look close are really sloppy, but from the table, they kind of look like they have a lightning arc.
Yeah. And see, to me, the people that like I would look at and be like, I'd like you to potentially paint me something, are the ones that can do something that looks amazing on the table. And yet when you pick it up, you can still pick out, it may not be perfect, but you can still pick out some of that fine detail. Because, we all know when you're playing on a tabletop, even with the space miniatures, you may not get all those little lines like you might if you were entering it into a competition. But you have to be really careful, because if you paint all that stuff, while it may look amazing under a light in a display case, when it's on the table, it looks wrong, if that makes sense. It doesn't look right because the lighting is different. It looks muddied. It looks in some ways, I've seen some that look just incomplete, like maybe they weren't finished. I don't know. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say, but yeah.
Yeah. Yes, the Army Painter does make the best washes on the market. In fact, public service announcement, fucking avoid the Vallejo game color ones. They are garbage.
Yes.
They will ruin your models.
I've heard some really weird for Vallejo that surprised me so much. I expect that from Citadel.
Well, yeah, the new Vallejo washes are on the same level as the new Citadel washes. So old Nuln Oil was fine, if not a bit heavy-handed, like too dark. But the new stuff that they came out with, I guess in 21 or 22, new formula, it's shit. And the Vallejo stuff is that bad. Which, kind of makes sense when you go back and you have a look at the Vallejo game color ones, and they're just what Citadel paints were in the 80s and 90s.
I will say,
literally the same.
Speed paints, the first round of speed paints, you had to be super patient with. And a lot of people weren't, and they reactivated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that in the Army Painter's first run at the speed paints. Citadel ones didn't have that problem, the contrast paints. But I didn't mind that reactivation, as long as you were intelligent enough to know that the thing was there. You could either use it or you could work around it.
Yeah, it took some. I have the pens. I have not sat down and used them yet. I am looking forward to it, though.
I can see those speed paint markers being useful to a certain type of person who's not really a painter. I wouldn't have a use case for them. I would be moving towards other types of pens before paint pens, like
Yes.
like Gundam model kit superfine markers for panel lining, where you don't
Yeah.
want to do an overall wash. You just want to
Yeah.
hit those recesses, and you just do it with a 0.1 millimeter fine tip pen.
Yeah. My husband really likes like I said, the black and like some of the metallics, but basically he's using them to do it's not really a base coat, but like if he has a sword, he'll do all the metallic in that, and then he'll go back through after it's dried and touch it up, fix it, give it the highlights or wash it or whatever he wants to do, add the blood on the sword edge or whatever. Just because it saves him time. And it's easy.
Easy is what we want.
I like easy. I also am going to have to, for me, tap out. I have one more day of first graders.
Are you done after that?
Am I what?
All I have to say, Andi, you wanted pictures.
I did. I love the pictures.
You got them.
I know. And you guys do such great work.
Now, Andi,
Yes.
this has nothing to do with painting, but about your lamp.
Yeah.
You do realize that you can take a kitten, put it in a dice bag, and tie the string around its neck.
Yeah. I like this plan. Keep going.
Oh no! And then you just set the kitten down. It'll sit there and flop, and end up looking either very offended or very pissed off, depending on the personality of the cat.
I have a point of business before you run away too, Andi.
Okay, boss.
Before everyone runs away.
Why don't we?
Is it a point of business that I should close the stream first?
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
This is actually pertinent.
So it's not about our porn careers?
No. It's about the next official movie night, which is on the second Monday of the month, as we all know, and everyone who doesn't know. As I indicated to you last week, I will be having a power interruption on that day.
So we're moving it to the next night or the third?
Are we moving it 1 day or 1 week? When are we moving it?
And I think I said that we should ask Lady Styx because it was her pick.
Yes.
So it's a point of order, Lady Styx. That's why I take. Yes, that's exactly it. No responsibility.
Can I think about this for a day or two and then get back to you?
No.
Yeah.
Right now.
What works better for you?
Take your time.
I asked him that. That is like one of the first things I asked Matty. And he said it didn't matter either way. But I did ask that.
Okay.
So which works better for you?
I'm
going to look at my calendar and see if one works better for me than the other.
I have to look for my calendar. Sorry, guys.
My whole life involves looking at a calendar. Let's see.
So instead of the 9th, we would talk the 2nd
or the 16th. No, it'd be the 10th, the next day, or Monday the 16th. Of which the 10th actually is, I think, better for me.
I think the 10th would be better for me as well.
Yeah, well, Oh, right, because you guys are a day behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
for you, it's the 11th.
So it's
If
the
it
next
doesn't
day.
work for you, then let me know.
No. I've only got one thing in my calendar on that day, and I won't interfere with movies.
See, because our
I will
meetings
get-
are no longer
I
on
will-
Tuesdays. So,
Okay.
So the next movie night will be on Tuesday the 10th. It is a
Yes.
porn, right?
Excellent.
Because I'm not showing up if it's not a porn.
Of
I've
course.
decided that. It is good, thank God. We don't show enough porn in here.
Andi, I chose it.
Oh, damn it, it won't be a porn. She's such a stick in the mud. Are you going to throw things at me?
Not till I'm in person.
No, I want you to do it now so it won't hit me. There was this porn years ago called Deep Sex 69. And it was like a Star Trek spoof type of porn. And had the space alien that had like a prehensile penis tail thing, but had eyeballs at the end, which just really it was just too screwed up to be sexy. It was funny as hell, but it wasn't sexy.
Tell you what, Andi, when it's your turn, I didn't think about that, and I already submitted my idea. I'm
You
not
didn't
sure
think about a
anybody's gonna-
porn? What is wrong with you?
Hey, I really am happy with, if nothing else, I will be ecstatically happy to sit through what I picked. So
I'm
Yeah.
sure I will be. We liked the last one you picked. I think I've liked every movie that's been picked so far.
Yeah, I can.
kind of sat down and I went, what genre hasn't been done yet? And I should choose something in that genre.
Porn. Nobody has played a porn yet.
Nope. There is not porn.
See, now I'm trying to figure out, outside of Hallmark, what genre haven't we done? And
If you guys pick a Hallmark, I will be very disappointed in you.
Yes, it would be. It would
Hallmark
could
is
have been
definitely
done.
a genre we have not covered yet.
Porn.
I could technically get us porn. It's just I have to find, like I said, I typed down there's old movies that started off as porn, but they removed all the sex scenes to try and
No.
sell
Oh,
it
yes.
as
No.
stuff.
We want the porn back in. The Skinamax stuff. Keep the sex in. The story doesn't make sense without
We
it.
don't care about that. Often it does not.
I will have to send you pictures of the Altio Horn Blossom
It is not a
without
high
the
school
censored
rom-com.
pictures. High school rom-coms. Wow. I don't know that we've had one of those. Does
be considered
oh my God, does Trauma High? No, a Class of Nukem High. Does that count as a high school rom-com?
yeah.
It is not
I'm
a
not
Western.
gonna say no.
A Western. Oh, there's actually some really good Westerns. I actually like Westerns.
Yes. I'm probably misspoke because there's at least one movie that we watched that technically could fall under this genre. Could.
So somebody asked on X about they apparently took their husband to see the Titanic, which really makes me think less of them as a human, just so you know. Because ew. But
they asked what?
They asked, what movie did you regret? Like, all because of all the hype and all of this. And I'm like, first off, we all knew how the Titanic was going to end, and that was a sucky movie. Ew. But for me, it will always be episode 1. I'm still pissed over episode 1. Still angry. Back then, you couldn't just like clicky and get. No, I waited 12 hours in a line for that seat for a midnight showing. I'm still angry over that. I've been told that
no dire
What was it?
Sorry, throwing out genres.
Oh my goodness.
Sarah.
Oh my God, that. I want to see that. We need a point and click adventure movie. Does that exist? Let's get one of those.
That used to be a whole genre of video game.
there's technically plumbers don't wear ties. Is that, and now that I've said that, we can never watch it. Oh no.
Oh, no, but it sounded so good. Why did you do this? You know what? I am ending the stream in anger and things like that. So you all say goodbye.
We've made Andy rage quit the thing. Go
I'm
on.
rage quitting. That's it. Boom.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We won.
We won? I heard that. I know where you live.
Oh, shit.
You know what? You know what you're going to get, Lady Styx? I still have a whole bunch of these slap bracelets from the space party with the first graders. Next time I see you, I'm going to smack you with all of them. You will be covered in slap bracelets. That's like the ultimate punishment. Good night.